Well, it seemed like for a while that the Wonderman project was absolutely dead. But now, new reports seem to indicate not only is the show alive, but it is actually in front of cameras as we speak. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the series, what new info we have, and maybe even a little bit of a tease on that costume. Now, before we do that, though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring that bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently, so you are really in the know. Well, despite so many contrary reports, it does appear Wonder Man is very much alive. As many of you remember, multiple reports seem to indicate that Marvel Studios had scrapped the project, even going as far to tell cast and crew to move on to other projects. This happened during the SAG and WGA strikes, but now apparently the show is back to life and even filming in downtown Los Angeles. Now, earlier today, we got multiple reports from several social media accounts, dropping several pictures and even a video of the show in production. So let's go ahead and check these out. Now, honestly, these pictures are really interesting to me for several reasons. This actually looks like an advertisement for the Wonder Man project in the Wonder Man project, meaning, as many of you know, Simon Williams is a movie star in the Marvel Universe, and we know the show is going to encompass that aspect of the character. And it looks like he is literally playing the character Wonder Man in a Hollywood movie inside the Marvel Universe. Now, this actually looks like a movie premiere to me, and it really does make me wonder if basically all the logos and art we're seeing here will indeed be what Marvel uses for the actual marketing of the show. As far as all this art goes, well, I like what I'm seeing. Clearly, this Wonder Man material is promotion for the in-universe movie, but it might give us a great idea of what the costume itself and how the show is going to manifest. Now, we don't get a good look at Wonder Man in the picture, he's all shadowed out, but clearly the W on his chest is just like the comic book version of the costume, so I think Marvel is definitely going to stick to that. I also couldn't help but notice that the powers manifesting in the promotional art appears to be also just like Simon has in the comics. So it seems to me Marvel is going to stick to that, and honestly, that's a big win because Wonder Man's visuals are something that has always made the character stand out in the Marvel Universe. Now, also, I did notice that the town in the art appears to be covered up by some sort of hex, very similar to what the Scarlet Witch put up around Westview. I don't know if this is hinting at some connection to the first Marvel show, whether as part of the in-universe story or the MCU story, but in any case, that did sort of stand out, and I suspect it might ultimately be important. Now, just the fact that the show has life is, well, big news. Many of us were working from the assumption this was one of Marvel's clip projects, but clearly it is still moving forward. We have heard reports that Destin Daniel Cretton is still at the helm. We do know abdul-mateen is set to take up the role of Simon Williams, and should be wearing that pretty snazzy costume by the time the show comes out. He's also going to be joined by Dimitri Gross, who's going to play his half-brother Eric Williams, aka the Grim Reaper, and we'll see Sir Ben Kingsley return as Trevor Slattery, who we haven't seen since Shang-Chi. Now, Wonder Man currently doesn't have a premiere date, and I really doubt we're going to see it in 2024. This will probably be part of Marvel's really big 2025 slate, but if production moves along nicely and it fits in the timeline, you never know. We could get a peek at this one by the end of the year. We'll have to wait and see.